had twins, a boy and a girl. I'd always dreamt of having twins. When they were born, I couldn't believe that I was that blessed. I was overjoyed. I had gone to work that day, and both babies were loudly crying, demanding their evening meal. And I asked my husband if he wanted me to stay and help with their feeding. And he said, no, don't worry about it. I'll be just fine. I went to work, and by the time I arrived, there's already a call telling me that I had to call home immediately. The neighbor was saying that one of my babies had been taken to the hospital in an ambulance, and my husband went with, and they were there with the other baby. And when I arrived, Jim, my husband, was in a private waiting room with a chaplain. And when I got there, I didn't know what to expect, and he just simply told me that he was putting Spencer in the crib after he got done feeding him. And as he was placing him in the crib, Spencer arched his back and kicked out of his arms and fell to the floor and didn't move. They then took me in to see Spencer. And he was laying on a bed. You know, I saw my child laying there lifeless. You know, his eyes half open, half closed, and they no longer had that beautiful light that they had. You know, that light that was there that made him recognizable to me as my child. And he was then flown for Flight for Life down to Milwaukee Children's Hospital. The doctor then met with us privately and let us know the medical findings. And she told us that it was shaken baby syndrome and that the authorities had been notified. And I remember I was holding Jim's hand, telling him it's okay, it wasn't your fault. I mean, yeah, I was angry that my son was hurt, but I wasn't blaming him and just thinking it was some freak accident. And then when they told us that it was shaken baby syndrome, I couldn't comprehend that that's truly what happened. And I asked the doctor, I said, is there any possible way that this could have happened from a simple fall like the one my husband described? And she just very adamantly said, absolutely not. When she said that, I started grasping what had happened and the seriousness of it, and I just looked at him in disbelief, and I started withdrawing my hand, and he just kept shaking his head, no.